Hello YouTube, Generation X getting back to you with little information on my 2018, I believe it's an 18, John Deere 3038E. This is the E model. This tractor is a bad machine. It has basically changed the entire landscape of my 3 acres. I used to hire a lot of work out to people, no more. Now people try to hire me. This tractor was only $21,000 with the bucket, the bush hog attachment, and this nice box blade. And with that, I've cleared out just about the whole back of this property. I've cleared out fence line so that I could put up some nice fence around the property. I mean, I had to go through saw palmetto, cabbage palm, sable palm, pine trees. Got a trail all the way down. I'll show you the whole perimeter of the property momentarily. Right now I want to talk more about the bush hog attachment and the tractor. And yeah, I got the iMatch quick hitch on the back. It was only a few $100s more, but it's so fast. You just basically drop it, pull the handles up like this. That's it. Up position and disengages the locking mechanism. Push down, locks it in position. I'm not going to lie to you, this is a bear to get in here. This is a difficult connection to make with this collar, which is why I pretty much leave this thing on at all times. When I'm not using the bush hog, I use it as my counterbalance in the back so that I don't either pop wheelies or lose traction with the front. But you know, the console's pretty easy to follow. It's got a tachometer, shows RPM, shows PTO speed. You've got your control panel here that shows all your functions when it goes into regen. Unfortunately, these newer John Deere tractors do have turbo diesel engines with regen. Those guys out there that know about diesels, you know what that is. It's a bunch of filters that are put on the system, a particulate filter called a DPF primarily, which when it collects a certain amount of soot, the engine will go into a mode where it regenerates a ton of heat to burn the soot off. You can't roll coal, as we say, with this tractor. So those of you who have a 6.0 Super Duty F350 and you love to roll that coal, you'd have to pretty much strip all that off this and void the warranty to do that, which at some point I think I might actually do that to this tractor. I want to hear that turbo spool up and give it some more power. As far as the design of this, it's beautiful. There's no doubt that John Deere really did their homework on this tractor. I was about to buy a Kubota, actually, until I went to the John Deere dealership here in Naples and I saw this thing and I couldn't say no. 21 grand out the door with tax included, 0% financing through John Deere. Basically, they're lending you their money for free. Whenever anybody offers me their money for free and the purchase price makes sense, I can't say no to that. Let me get up on the console. I'll give you guys a look at what it's like from the driver's seat perspective. You can see the frames on the side for the bucket have a taper. They drop down, increases visibility. The hood drops down. The prior model had a higher hood line, so you really do gain probably about 12 inches of visibility on this front end. When you're working that bucket, that's a significant improvement. The key isn't that fancy at all. In fact, it's pretty unimpressive. I mean, it's this little keyhole down here. Turn it on for a moment. You can hear that the glow plugs are ticking. Give it a few seconds to heat up just like you would with any diesel. Put your RPM speed up a little bit on your throttle. Foot on the brake. Back off the throttle. Let her idle. The front bucket control. Simple function. Out, drops it forward. Deere PTO. I'm going to kick this pallet out from underneath it. Take this sucker out for a ride. Make sure she's in neutral. Parking brake off. Reverse, forward. Foot controls. Here we go. So come on, let's go. This is what you can do with the John Deere tractor. I did all that fencing there. You can make a pond too. I'll show you how. Alright, so let's let her warm up for a little bit. Take a look at her in a different light. Just a beautiful machine. I can't say enough about this. This is American ingenuity at its best. There are a couple things about the tractor I would have done differently. For example, that front suspension arm, I probably would have raised that up higher. But it's not really a big deal because it has a lot of clearance. Tell you what, let me turn this off. It's got a lot of power. I don't know exactly how many pounds of brake force this front bucket has, but I've had probably close to 1,000 pounds in there and it's picked it up. So I was able to make this entire pond, which, mind you, took me quite a while. There was a lot of fill to pull out of here. And I was able to put all that riprap along the perimeter with that bucket. And that bucket did all that rock as well. So that tractor right there turned a weed-infested, palmetto-infested backyard into what you see right now. I was able to take this fill out of here and fill up the old fill pit that was over there. And this time, I'll keep it filled. Now, my next project is these dead pine trees. I have a lot of them. I'm not going to lie to you, Irma really did a job here. These trees got stressed out, and then the beetles came in and finished them off. These pine tree beetles are nasty little boogers. We've got two kinds down here in South Florida, the yips beetle and the borer beetle. And I've learned exactly how this works. They basically get in through the side, and you see all these pitch tubes coming out of the tree. At that point, that tree's toast. You'll notice a bunch of sawdust at the base. At that point, the tree can't be saved. And I don't care what the park ranger says or the environmental people, these things do attack healthy trees. I have had them go from a fully matured tree to a very small juvenile tree. All sizes, all ages, these things don't discriminate. If they want to eat it, they're going to go into it. So my next project's going to be cutting all these trees down, and Johnny over here is going to give me the horsepower that I need to stack that lumber up. And I don't know, maybe I'll buy a little mill and I just might start making my own boards. I hear that blue stained wood from those beetles is really desirable. I'm going to end up with a lot of it. So back to the subject at hand. This is the 3038E. She has about 45 hours on her. She's ready for an oil change. Can't say enough good things about this tractor. This tractor is what created this paradise that now you see back here, where I can come back at the end of the day and just relax. Might put a little gazebo here at some point. Got my fishing hole. It's not stocked with bass yet. I'm going to have to go a little deeper on it, which I'll work on soon. But it's getting there. And the tractor made it all possible. That bush hog attachment cuts this entire backyard. And I'm not going to lie, it's a nice cut. Almost as good as a garden tractor. So folks, again, this is the 2018 John Deere 3038E. I purchased this from Everglades Equipment Group. You might want to go take a look and see those boys over there. They offer a really good package for the money. I think this tractor is going to give us years and years of service if it's properly serviced. Has a great warranty. And it gets the job done. It has power. This thing will rip up palmettos. This thing will chew up sable palms. If the pine tree is not too big, I can run this bucket into the tree and knock the tree down. I wouldn't recommend doing that because these things are widow makers. And what you'll do is you'll snap the top. The middle and the bottom will stay. And that big old crown will fall on you. And take it from me, I've almost had 2 of them hit me. Those crowns are heavy. When I pick that up with the bucket, it's working. So once again, John Deere 3038E, new improved design, new configuration, turbo diesel motor. Very happy with this piece of equipment. So folks, thank you for viewing. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, if you like the tractor, if you like my pond. Give me any suggestions you can of what I might be able to do back here. And yeah, if you have any questions about this equipment, feel free to drop me a line or make a comment down below, and I surely will get back to you as soon as I can. Once again, this is a 2018 John Deere 3038E. Picked it up from Everglades Equipment here in Collier County, Florida. All right, y'all. Have a nice day.